Hey friends, welcome back. Today is a big day of decluttering with Marie Kondo. Today is about decor. And if this was about 3 years ago, this section of the video, this day in the 12-day process would have freaked me out. One, I thought that every single wall had to be covered with pictures. And two, I thought that every shelf had to have the perfect combination of things on it in order to look right when people came in my house. I was overly worried about what people thought about me and thought about my house and thought that reflected, how good of a parent, how good of a woman I was. All of those things surprisingly weren't true. And really learning the way of minimalism and being able to use it in my life and be able to take away a lot of the visual clutter around my house has really shown me. This piece of advice I ever got was that it doesn't really matter other people's opinions if they don't sit with you at your dining room table. So if someone doesn't like my decor, it's okay. We all have a personal style. But I will say that when you start to move back and start taking some of those pictures off the wall and have some of those bare walls, really makes you think about what you actually enjoy looking at, what kind of decor you actually enjoy. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna gather up all of the decor in my house, every picture, every plant, anything that's hanging on the wall. And I'm also gonna show you my daughter's room, and I know I have something in the bathroom I'm gonna show you that they're more difficult to take down, and so I'm not gonna worry about bringing them down here, but I will show you. But everything else I'm going to bring down, just like Marie says, and I'm gonna put it on this table and you're gonna be able to see everything. So it's gonna be great. Remember that I am doing this with my friend Jen at Happily Organized Chaos. And she has done an awesome job minimizing her life also. You will really enjoy the videos from Jen. She has a different perspective, and I always think that is very helpful when you are beginning to declutter your house. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button because my next video is coming out tomorrow. This is a 12-day Marie Kondo process, so make sure you're there. So the only thing left here is the Alexa. I wouldn't really call that decor. That's just something we use all of the time, and so I don't feel like I'm plugging that. And then the butter, which that's not decor. And then that's it. Clear countertops. And then in here, I have a few pieces out that my daughter has made, so I guess we will count those as decor, even though those do rotate. So I'm gonna put the little pieces of decor that my daughter has made on the table. And then as you can see on these walls, there's nothing. So starting off in this corner of our dining room, we used to have a big picture here that I didn't even really like. So that's been taken down a while ago, and I ended up selling that. This one picture is one of my last gifts my grandfather gave me, and he said it reminded him of me and my sister. So this is a special one. It's kind of a sentimental piece. So I don't really need to worry about that one going. I know I'm not getting rid of it. And so I'm gonna put that on the table just so we can all see everything when we're done. And then over here, we have just a mirror that I think is pretty, and I don't think I'm ready to get rid of it, but we'll see. I'll say in this room, I have already gotten rid of probably 75% of the things that I've had in here. On the walls alone, I've gotten rid of like 90% of the things that I have had in here. I used to think that all the time, that if I didn't have a picture on every wall, that it just wouldn't look finished. And as I started to take more and more things down, and now I have very little on our walls, I've actually realized that just sitting in this room is so much more peaceful. This is actually helping because I've noticed that I need to water and dust a lot of my plants. So, hey, there's a plus already. All right, friends, so this is what I have so far. It kind of makes me look like I live in a conservatory, but I have mostly plants, a few scattered pictures, just one I really enjoy, one that we got on our honeymoon, and when I'm done gathering from all my different rooms, I'm going to go through it and just see if there's anything I'm ready to get rid of. All right, when you're looking up our stairs, as you can tell, this is an older home, but I painted the walls. I tried to cover up the patches that I put in the walls, and I used the wrong color, so it looks kind of funky. But I used to have, you know, the whole big wall of pictures here going up the stairs, but I ended up taking that down because it was just stressful for me. I always felt like they looked crooked, they didn't look right, and so I ended up just taking them down, and now there's nothing there. We're on that side. And then this is one piece that I've kept right now. I don't know how long I'm going to actually keep it though. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here. This covers up the other patch job that I tried to do when I took down a big shelf that used to be here. And until I can find the right color to color match, I'm gonna keep that there. All right, I'm gonna show you this because technically it does count, but I'm not gonna take it down because it's literally screwed into the walls. But this is the one sign we still have in the bathroom. It says, "All things grow with love." And I do still enjoy that, so that's gonna stay. But there used to be a big cabinet here, which you can see I still need to take down the nails. That we did take down. There used to be a big picture over there that we took down. And so now it's just less for me to clean, which is the big thing for me. Now we're in my room, and I will say that if you've watched any of my videos, this is where I do most of my videos because this is a room that doesn't bother anybody else. So in here, I don't have a whole lot on the walls, but as you can see behind me, I did my own like DIY wallpaper a while ago, and I don't know if I love it anymore. I think eventually I might get rid of it just because it is a little bit busy. But I will say that is one way to really cut down on the amount of decor you feel like you need on your walls. If you're one of those people like I used to be, where you felt like every wall needs to be filled, if you do some kind of pattern or you add a little wallpaper somewhere, it adds a little bit of flair without having to have all of that decor that you have to keep up with and dust and all that kind of stuff. So I will say for cutting down on decor, this DIY wallpaper has really helped because we used to have like a big thing of shelves over here with a bunch of little nicky-nacky stuff that I had to dust all the time. So all of that is gone because I did this. And then I had several pictures around the room that I just took down because I feel like this is definitely enough. But I will show you the other things that I do have and I do keep, and then I will bring it all downstairs. So here is my desk right now. It's a little bit of a mess, but this is my desk. And on my desk, I don't keep any decor anymore because, like I said, I just don't like having to keep up with it and dust it. And it became kind of a distraction. And this is the place where I do a lot of editing or I'll do work for school. And so I just want it to be very easy to use, clean, and ready to go at all times. And then over here, I have hats that I kind of use as decor. And I've been very torn about whether I'm going to keep them or not because I don't really use them very often. I'm not a big hat person. So those might be ready to go. I don't know. But I'm going to take those downstairs. I'm going to take this mirror downstairs. Nothing is here. Closet's kind of a mess. Those are some Christmas presents up there, so that's a sloppy mess. But as you can see, there's no pictures here because I have all this like crazy wallpaper that I did. And like I said, I'm not a massive fan anymore, but it does take away the need for me to feel like I need to put something there. And so this is also a mirror that my husband made. And so I am going to take that down. Well, actually, in retrospect, I'm not taking that downstairs. It's heavy. It's made out of solid wood. So I think that is obviously going to stay. We enjoy it. And so I'm not going to worry about it. And then here, just so you know, this is my bag of Goodwill. So it's just sitting there because I've obviously been doing a lot of videos. If you've been watching our 12 days of decluttering with me and Jen, then you know that we have decluttered a ton. So in our playroom, it has a really bad echo, so I'm just gonna talk to you here. But as you can see from the little short video, there's not a lot going on in there. And then obviously the walls are very similar to in here. I used some gold paint and just did a DIY, Pinterest inspired little design on the walls. And I think in that room, I actually really like it because it adds a little bit of flair. So this is the main wall in my daughter's room. She is 5 and she said it was okay if I showed you what she has. So I got these beautiful gold frames, and then these are actually pictures that my nieces have colored, and they're gorgeous. That's our dog. And this is a picture my mom did of my daughter. And so those are all very special pictures and things that I wanted to really show off in her room. We painted her room white just to keep it very simple. She has little pink curtains, and then she has a few things down here. It is Christmas time, and my mother-in-law just bought her this tree, so she's enjoying that, and she's enjoying this little TV that my mother-in-law gave her. And then she has a couple of pictures of us and Santa. And then over here is where she likes to do her own hair, and she has a couple of fun little things hanging on her mirror and a few hooks. But besides that, that is it. So obviously you can see I am a plant person. I used to be a fake plant person, and all of these would have been fake, but I've changed my thinking, and I actually get a lot more enjoyment from nurturing and having to take good care of living things. Obviously this one right here needs a little more TLC than some of the other ones, but I think I'm gonna move this plant back up to my living room because it's not super happy downstairs. Okay, so my goal right now is to go through all of the things behind me, decide if I want to keep them or not keep them. Now that I've put everything in one place, I can kind of see what I have enough of. Nothing less has made me feel more peace. And I hope it brings some to you. So I'm gonna hop on this real quick. I'm gonna go through things, and then I'm gonna quickly go put it away before I have to go get my daughter. All right, so as I am wrapping it up, these are the things that I have left. I think I actually am ready to let this mirror go. I might try it in a couple different places around the house, so you might see it again, but for right now, I am okay with leaving these walls pretty plain. I love the color of these walls, so I'm gonna let them shine. And then, of course, there's my favorite picture. And then, this is a very special picture to me. This is one that we bought when we were on our honeymoon, and I just love the colors. I'm gonna get it reframed, and so I can hang it up and make it look a little nicer. And then this sad little ivy. I am going to get rid of. I'm gonna throw that pot away or give it away, and then I'm gonna probably just replant this outside and see if it survives. Time and time again, the saying less is more has never been more true in my life. When I started getting rid of more and more decor, I found that I had opened up a lot more time, a lot more energy, and I just have the ability to look around my house and have like thinking space, I guess is what I would call it. So this is just my personal style, and this is how I decorate my house, and I really like plants, so I have several of them. But I think I'm actually probably at my limit right now. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, this video goes along with my friend Jen at Happily Organized Chaos. She's doing the exact same thing today, so make sure that you go to the description and check her out.